Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Potential Cowboys draft target goes viral for insane pro day physique. The Dallas Cowboys are expected to add another running back to the backfield during the 2025 NFL Draft, but just how early and who the team could target remains up in the air. One of the players most commonly linked to Dallas throughout the draft process has been Boise State Broncos star running back and Heisman Trophy runner-up Ashton Jeanty, who is a Frisco, Texas native. Jeanty has expressed his desire to play in Dallas throughout the past few months, but he's been shooting up draft boards and could be off the board by the time the Cowboys' first-round selection rolls around. After Boise State's pro day on Wednesday, Jeanty's stock continues to climb with his physique and performance going viral on social media. Jeanty is built like an absolute tank and more than 3 million people have viewed the video across several accounts since it began going viral. He will have several opportunities to be selected in the top 10 before Dallas gets their opportunity, with the Las Vegas Raiders and Chicago Bears being other common destinations in mock drafts. This past season, Jeanty rushed for 2,601 yards and 29 touchdowns, averaging a whopping 7.0 yards per carry. Throughout his collegiate career, Jeanty has rushed for 4,769 yards and 50 touchdowns while adding 862 yards and 6 scores receiving. If Jeanty is still available when the Cowboys are on the clock with the number 12 pick, it's going to be tough for Jerry Jones and company to pass up on the elite running back prospect. How AT&T keeps the Dallas Cowboys safe from cyber harm. We're living in strange times and cybersecurity is not something out of a Wachowski movie. Cybersecurity is a growing concern for end users and businesses of all sizes. Especially those businesses handling large amounts of sensitive data. The Dallas Cowboys, for example, one of the most recognized sports teams, rely on technology to secure their operations and ensure smooth connectivity across their network. Dynamic Defense is a cybersecurity solution integrated directly into the Cowboys' dedicated internet connection, providing real-time protection against online threats. The Cowboys' headquarters, AT&T Stadium, and the Star Training Facility all depend on digital infrastructure for daily operations. From Wi-Fi access for thousands of fans to digital ticketing and mobile payments, secure and reliable connectivity is essential. AT&T Dynamic Defense helps these systems, preventing potential cyber attacks that could disrupt business operations or compromise sensitive information. For businesses managing multiple locations and complex digital ecosystems, cybersecurity solutions need to be both effective and easy to implement. Dynamic Defense provides network-wide visibility, allowing businesses to monitor potential threats in real time, which is a must. The Cowboys, like many organizations, face cybersecurity risks such as phishing attempts and denial-of-service attacks. With automated security controls, the system detects and prevents threats before they can cause damage. One key advantage of AT&T Dynamic Defense is its seamless integration into existing infrastructure. Businesses don't need additional hardware or complex installations. The system can be set up in under 30 minutes with no downtime. Cost efficiency is another important factor. While large organizations like the Cowboys have extensive resources, they also prioritize operational efficiency. Dynamic Defense offers robust security without the added expenses of standalone security software or additional equipment. Protecting data and ensuring network security is critical, and there's just no other way of putting it. Dynamic Defense provides a proactive approach to cybersecurity, allowing businesses to focus on their operations without worrying about emerging threats. It is no secret the Dallas Cowboys are on the hunt for another quarterback this offseason. No, they are not seeking out a replacement for Dak Prescott, but Dallas hopes to install a proper insurance policy should they need one again this season. This was no issue heading into the 2024 campaign with Cooper Rush and Trey Lance slated behind Prescott. The Cowboys had positioned the latter to secure that number 2 spot, but Lance did not have the tools to usurp Rush in that competition. Rush ended up filling in for Prescott when he lost his season to a hamstring injury, but now both are seemingly out of the picture at the Star. Rush has signed with the Baltimore Ravens to work behind Lamar Jackson, and Lance remains a free agent. That leaves Will Grier as the only reserve behind Prescott. It does not appear Dallas is willing to roll with him, and given the starter's recent injury history, the Cowboys should at least have a solid option ready. The Cowboys are locked into finding one quarterback at some point in April's NFL draft, perhaps in a later round. But former Cowboys wide receiver Dez Bryant has floated his own hot take about what he thinks will happen. He suggests that Dallas could be in play for one of the top quarterback prospects in the draft. "I got a feeling Shedeur Sanders might be a Cowboy," he wrote on X Tuesday evening. Sanders' draft projections have been somewhat volatile throughout the process, more so because of the evaporating quarterback needs at the top of the draft. But, you want controversy? Dez gives it to you here, as Cowboys Nation fans have totaled up with over 300,000 views of his tweet. Shedeur Sanders potentially falling to Cowboys in NFL draft. Look, a run-of-the-mill banana duct tape to a white wall recently sold as art for $6.2 million, so believe us when we say stranger things have happened. Could the Dallas Cowboys wind up drafting Deion Sanders' son after all? Cue the banana, and hear us out. In the wake of the New York Giants signing quarterback Russell Wilson Tuesday night, it was former Cowboys receiver Dez Bryant who seemingly was first to connect the suddenly logical dots from Colorado's Shedeur Sanders to Dallas. Wrote Dez on his social media, "I got a feeling Shedeur Sanders might be a Cowboy." The post generally drew negative, naysaying comments, but it makes more sense than ever. Yes, the Cowboys are set with Dak Prescott and his $240 million contract at quarterback. But he'll be 32 when the season starts, and 3 of the last 5 seasons he has missed significant time with injuries. Also, with the departure of Cooper Rush and failure of Trey Lance, they have no backup. Slotted by almost every mock draft to go number 3 overall to the Giants, Shedeur could begin a swift slide now that they have both veterans Wilson and Jameis Winston on the roster. With Giants owner John Mara saying this offseason that he's just about out of patience, difficult to envision spending that kind of draft capital on a player that would be third on the depth chart. Shedeur could still go number 2 to the Cleveland Browns, who sold their soul for Deshaun Watson but have only Kenny Pickett behind the oft-injured starter. Cowboys' stunning feeling about Shedeur ignites controversy, but after the Giants, the next 5 teams in the draft order all have their franchise quarterback. At number 9 are the New Orleans Saints. New head coach Kellen Moore says he is comfortable with 34-year-old Derek Carr, but the team could save $50 million under the salary cap if it releases him before 2026. If they pass on Shedeur, the next logical landing spot will be the Cowboys at number 12. And you, fan? What do you think about Shedeur Sanders' situation? Write to us in the comments.